Good morning, friends. I am sitting outside. We are expecting some rain later, so I wanted to get a garden tour done. We're mainly concentrating on tomatoes today because they have a lot of things going on. We did a hard prune the other night. We spent about an hour or two out here pruning, tying up, removing some of the bug damage. We went ahead and sprayed with BT that night too. From all my research, it's the only thing that would have been safe around our bees. So we did it at night after everybody was in the hive. That way it could dry up overnight. We have a lot of tomatoes growing already, but we are in zone 9B, so we have to plant early just because once the heat starts, the tomatoes don't like the heat, and it gets really, really hot during the summer in Louisiana, so blooms will start dropping. Bugs, so many bugs, but it's fine. It's fine. So I'm going to take you around, show you what's going on, show you some of the varieties. We'll do kind of a quick overview of the rest of the garden, show you some beans and stuff. But yeah, so I wanted to beat the rain. Here we are. You can see my lovely tomato sign. Like, I actually painted a bunch of boards last year, added the words. I spelled tomato wrong. It's fine. He loves his signs that's out in the garden, so it doesn't matter. We'll probably have to redo them this year, and that's okay. Whatever makes him happy, I guess. So yeah, let's go see what's going on. You can see we have lots of flowers. Everybody has lots of flowers. I did notice some bloom drop on some of them, which is a little concerning, but I'm not too worried about it. This is a black beauty here. I don't see any tomatoes on this one, but we do have some wet tomatoes already. Let's see if I can find you one of those. Now with a black beauty tomato, you're going to see it has this purplish hue. That's fine. That has to do with the technical term that I will insert because I can't remember it right now. You can see. We already have some pretty large tomatoes going on, but we're in zone 9B, so that's why. This is a pink jazz tomato. So I'm excited to see how that one's going to be. Peron, P-E-R-O-N. I may be pronouncing that wrong, I'm not sure. This one is, I'm going to try to give you names so you know what we're looking at. That's that Abu Rowan. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right either. It's okay. I'm not actually sure if this is a large tomato, a salad tomato. I know it's not a cherry. This is chocolate stripes. You can see there's a little bit of caterpillar damage on this one, but it'll heal itself, so I'm leaving it. Anything that had major caterpillar damage, we went ahead and took off. It doesn't pay to let your plant concentrate on those. They're not going to be good anyway. But I think these will be real pretty. So I'm looking for it. I think this one may have been a cat face bloom, which just means it was like a double bloom. It'll be a large tomato. We'll see if that one will make it all the way to maturity. Here's another black beauty plant right here. And you can see what the tomatoes look like. I'm looking forward to these. So next year I'm thinking about growing a lot more because they seem to have the least bug damage of all the plants that we have in this bed. These guys, the ones at this end kind of got away from us, but that's okay. You can see here where we treated everything. They don't have any more caterpillars on them now, but they do have some damage, but that's okay. They have 40 or so tomato plants in here. You can see this one kind of got really big, and we just went ahead and tied it up to this trellis. We're going to kind of let that one go. One of the advantages of zone 9B is these early tomatoes. But we have to because the bugs are going to get here soon. The heat will get here and the blooms will start dropping. Because tomato blooms don't love the high heat temperatures that we get. Here's another black beauty right here. And these tomatoes are beautiful. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna plant a significant amount more of those next year. Now, this plant here, I find has been pretty susceptible. It's too early to bug damage. So I don't know. I may avoid this one next year. I don't see the tag right now. It's probably underneath the landscape fabric. This side is cherry tomatoes. Those have been doing excellent as well. We didn't prune these quite as hard. We always get an overabundance of cherry tomatoes, so if the bugs and the heat take them sooner, that's okay. These are Dancing with Smurfs tomatoes. You can see the color starting on them. This is another one that it has that same dark color to the stem. They're full. They're full. Down here, these are the ones I posted some pictures of them. These are the black strawberry cherry tomatoes. Right here we have orange currant. They did have some bug damage. We went ahead and treated those. You can see. I'll go ahead and pull that off. It doesn't pay for the plant to put energy into it because it's not gonna be good. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna grow these next year just because I don't like how they grow. I find they very gangly tomato plants. The other side of the cherry tomato, we have right here is 4 Creole tomatoes. They were a late planting. They seem to be doing well. I'm interested to see how these will do in the high heat temperatures. See what we can do with those. Like I said, we didn't prune quite as hard on these cherries because if bugs and heat get them, it's going to be fine. These are just regular red cherry tomatoes. These are seeds I got in a swap, and they are from 1992. So every single one of those seeds that I planted actually came up. So I ended up with 12 of those plants. You can see, like, this one has caterpillar damage, so we'll just take that off. Yeah. I'm excited. Since we're concentrating on the tomatoes this morning, and I'll just do a quick walkthrough of everything else. This is a volunteer. They were originally Sweet 100s. This popped up. We left it. And knock on wood, there has been what seems to be no bug damage on any of these guys. We haven't pruned. We haven't done anything to them. And as you can see, they are full of blooms, and they even have tomatoes started on them. So I'm assuming it'll just end up being a little red tomato. That's fine. All the birds hear me walking around. I didn't go back there yet. Yeah. So we're just letting those go. As you can see, they are outside of the bed. We're just mowing the grass around them. Alright, so here's the everything else part of the garden tour. Wildflower bed. Herb bed. I went ahead, and since all this cilantro is going to seed, it was falling over. So I just kind of tied it up so it could be out of the walkway. I got to clean up in here a little bit. You can see back here the lemon balm is starting to do its thing. The dill. Peppers look about the same. Once it starts heating up, they'll start going. The eggplant are looking nice. They do have some bug damage. That's okay. We grow organically, so that's bound to happen. These cucumbers are finally starting to climb. We already had our first harvest of green shine zucchini from this group.
You hear me?
Yep. Look, they got another one. What we've been doing is trimming off the older leaves. Try to keep powdery mildew away because it is a problem if you live in a humid climate. That's about it for that. Zucchini is one of the easier things to raise, in my opinion, until the squash bugs start showing up. We have some more here. These are the cave beans. They have started to climb. And you can see they do have beans. It is time for us to start picking our beans. So that is probably going to be tomorrow. We'll go ahead and do that. See. This one's a little bit behind. These are the soccer blue beans. And you can see. And they also have some beans hidden underneath there. This is the CH pumpkin fragrance from Asian Garden to Table. These are gorgeous. They've started climbing as well. I've just been tying them up and training them up the trellis. The peppers. I can see a couple have yellowing here, so we're going to go ahead and fertilize. We just use a fish fertilizer, or you can use rabbit manure. If you have landscape fabric, you can just make that into a tea by putting it in a bucket of water, letting it soak, and then going ahead and just watering as normal. These are the sugar baby watermelons. Let's see if I can get you. Got this bumblebee flying around this morning. We like this, guys. We do have a few babies on here. And you can see we do have a few bugs, so we'll have to take care of that. And then we have more on this side. And then the beans. As you can see, those are also going to be time to pick this weekend. We have a lot of beans happening in here. So it looks like Saturday may be the day. Let's see if I can get a shot of this for you. I'll have to get you a name on these, but I know that these particular seeds in this section come from Artistic Gardens. They are a website who does not have a lot of pictures. You can look up what the seeds are, of course, but their prices are phenomenal. And their packet sizes are good. Okay, so I went ahead and dug through, and that is this bean. They are an excellent producer. Just some flowers. I need to go ahead and trim down this daylily. And then here are more peppers. I don't know more what they are once they start growing. That's our BT that we sprayed. It's still sitting there. You can see this guy already has some flowers. It's big though. Strawberry bed. And we have some sunflowers blooming over by our pigeons. And then cucumbers. Started turning those up the trellis. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and go out there and get all our animals done because they hear me. And they're not happy that I haven't been back there yet. So y'all have a good one. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. Help us get our numbers up. It's not easy, but we're trying. Alright guys, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.